What if, after you die, Satan asks you how is hell?
I've learned a lot of torture techniques. Sure, flaying is cool, but have you ever out-of-date unskippable ads to your videos?
Look up Gnosticism. Some people believe Earth is hell. Start imagining what heaven would be like.
Dude. Nailed it.
The part when my dog died was a bit much. Thanks, Satan.
What the fuck did you just do to me?
I came a lot to most of your stuff so 10/10ths would suffer again.
It got really weird toward the end, like the writers were running out of ideas, so they just started doing crazy stupid shit.
That sounds about right.
Tell him the ultimate insult, and he'll know what it means. Thanks for building that church in Ecuador.
Congratulations, you passed the first test. Cheering. But I have some bad news for you. What? You're going back. Bye. Screaming. Edit, it's over 9,000. Raw. Breaks Scouter out of boredom.
The sex, drugs and rock and roll thing was pretty good.
This is just the opposite of the other post, this is hurting my brain.
Subtle, up until 2015.
I'd reply I need a few succubi, and a hug, and someone to talk to now that I'm somewhere comfortable.
I'd say so right, haven't got much to compare it to. Too subtle. I had a lot of fun down there. Like, more than would have been necessary for me to miss it. Yeah, that's always a tough balancing act. Pretty much the only wrong answer is all suffering all the time. I did like the thing about the ruling class being all psychopaths and predators. Oh, that wasn't me. That was just natural selection. But I did make them perpetually unsatisfied no matter how much they had. That's diabolical. Correct.
I'd give him a big hug and call him my bro. I'd say with the fork.
Please don't say it was just level 1. Edit my first gold. Thanks, kind stranger.
Can I sign up for the job you do?
Makes sense.
You got to step your game up, my guy.
I asked him to smash and ask where the fuck he was.
I'd say, I was wondering where my ex came from.
That would explain so much. Thank God there's somebody I thought that was purgatory.
Bitch. That's the best you got?
I took the wrong direction.
How high are you?
Satan looking over my progress of how I handled things in hell. Hey me, hey. What?
TBH, it wasn't even that bad all the time, but I kinda get your point.
That was hell? Thinks for a moment this explained so much. This is just like that old gypsy woman said.
Unbearable. The only thing that would have made it worse would have been much more sex and money. Please don't make it do it again, with more sex and money.
I mean that surely is a positive, right? Because no matter how good or crappy your life was, that wasn't life or heaven but was hell, which means the worst of the worst. Therefore whatever you endured, it only gets better. If it was a terrible life, well, at least that's the low point and won't get worse. If it was a good life, then wow, that was hell. Heaven must be great then.
Well, the existential dread was a nice touch. But it kind of detracted from all the other tortures. Maybe use about half of the existential dread and really crank up the annoyance. A diverse flavor profile is key to every dish.
Cackles heartily an edgy 14-year-old.
Then he says life sentence 1 of 364 complete.
If this is actual hell, it's better than life.
Look, Satan, I didn't do all that terrible stuff up there to spend eternity not getting sodomized with sandpaper, broken glass and hot sauce dildo, so strap up, go to boy.
I'd say that wasn't so bad. It was alright, but there was way too much Jesus shit everywhere. What do you mean if? I've had better. This is the bad place.
I'd leap into his arms.
Satan is actually a nice being. Everyone thinks he's bad just because of rumors, but in fact he's not. He made cupcakes for all of the kids in my kindergarten class once.
How much fucking time did you put into making it that miserable?
How the fuck did this come up in your mind, mate?
Awful. No water. So much fire. Too hot. I found myself weeping and gnashing my teeth.
Hug him and say I'm finally out of there.
3 stars, Wi-Fi patchy.
Colder than expected, Canadian. He'd praise his ugly name and ask when will we claw the clouds.
Should put this on our writing prompts.
This is the bad place.